Uh, no, I don't want. I can't. I can't sign into that at the moment. That truly is my name. It is indeed your name. How's it going, everyone? Did it switch over to me at the moment? Yes, it is. It's switched over to me. My screen that shows what my stream looks like is frozen, or oh wait, no, it's just running behind. How's everyone doing? Layla, how's your concert thing? You're in Vegas, right? How is that going? I don't know if you're just popping by to drop some hearts and then dip out. If so, totally understandable. You don't have to hang out with me. Moxie, how's it going? Maria, how's it going? All these lovely people. I miss you all so much. I'll talk about it here in a little bit, but I've been streaming on Twitch and it's been going great. A little exhausting, but I missed all my YouTube people because it's a bunch of new people. It's Twitch people, and so I've missed my YouTube people. I miss my OGs. My audio is a bit wonky. In what way? Does anyone else feel like my audio is a bit off? We can see and hear you. Okay, perfect. I love to hear it. Never mind, I fix. Okay, cool. Yeah, there truly isn't too much of an agenda today. I'm trying to get better at just chilling with you all and just chatting and not always having some kind of agenda. There are little pieces of advice I want to ask, and then just talk about my week in general and some of the things I've been going through. Not really going through, but experiencing. We'll go with experiencing. Oh, by the way, in America right now, it is Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all. I don't think I have too many mothers in my audience, but just in general, it is a time in America to celebrate our moms, our grandmothers, our. I have two sisters that are moms, so we celebrate them as well. So, by an extension, happy American Mother's Day. Jade, how's it going? Because I know I have so many European people or foreign people. Jade in the UK, Strings and Petals in the Netherlands. Maria, where are you from? Layla says no works for me. Layla, how's Vegas? You're in Vegas, right? Argentina. Argentina is easily in my top. I would say my top 6 countries that I want to visit. Argentina looks beautiful. I'm so jealous. I wish I lived somewhere beautiful. I live in Indiana, where all we have is corn. So not so great. It's nighters. K, my phone's going. G. How do I force close? Discord, you're getting force closed. I can't be having notifications right now. Okay, there we go. Let's see. My phone's going V. Your phone's dying? Oh, I'm home now. Just got back to my apartment. Oh man, I can't wait to hear more about it. Are you streaming tonight? It was wild. I crowd surfed to my favorite band, Life is Good. That's an amazing experience. Tater Thought, how is it? How are you doing? It's so, like I said, I have been streaming like mad on Twitch. Well, I've only streamed 3 days, but I've streamed quite a bit on Twitch, and I missed my YouTube people. It's good to see familiar names. I had my first troll yesterday. First troll ever streaming. I don't think I've ever had a troll while YouTube streaming, but I had my first Twitch troll slash streaming troll in general, and I had a great time. I was laughing so hard. This person unintentionally was making me laugh very intensely. Strings and Pedals says apparently you are a daddy who needs to chill. Yes, daddy chill. For those that haven't, well, I hope you all have seen that clip, but there's this famous clip of this guy going, "Daddy chill," and it is one of my favorite things to reference. But no one ever gets the reference. But when I ever get affiliate on Twitch, it is going to be one of my sound redeems. Is the guy going, "Daddy chill," but it is one of my favorite things to quote. Oh my god, I totally didn't realize you streamed on Twitch. Gotta catch those. I just recently started streaming on Twitch. So my first ever Twitch stream was Wednesday, which was so much fun. Layla was actually there. She was my mod because I was completely unprepared for the craziness that was getting raided. And so Layla was there to celebrate with me. And then yesterday, Strings and Petals caught it. Moxie, I think, popped in. But yeah, I might throw up my Twitch thing if you want to follow me. I'll probably be streaming tomorrow on Twitch. Sorry, 1 second. Wait, what just happened? Someone is now following me. Mango Sticky Rice. Is that one of you all? Let's see. I'm home now. Oh my god, totally didn't realize you switched. I'm grumbling about missing those. No, Layla, you missed such a funny time yesterday. I was having a blast. There was this troll that came in called Hannah Loves Starbucks, and Otherkins and I and some other people. Odin's been in your stream recently. We were just having a blast, like trolling the troll, and I don't know, it was probably my most fun stream to date, was just sitting there, just chatting with people, getting to know people. Twitch has been a really interesting experience so far, but that is my Twitch username or profile if you all want to follow me there. On Twitch, it's just a lot more chill. I sometimes play video games. I sometimes just chatting. I talk a little bit about mental health stuff, but for the most part, because no one knows me as a YouTube creator there, it's a little bit more laid back. But oh, you're a mango. Okay, thank you so much for following me, Tater Thought. Just ate mango sticky rice when I made my Twitch account. You with the very interesting and creative names, but mango sticky rice sounds like legitimately good. I'm really hungry at the moment. I have been putting off cooking all day because I don't know, I'm going through this slump where I don't really enjoy the act of cooking right now. And so I've been putting off cooking all day, but the end result is I'm really hungry now. In fact, I might probably eat something. Nah, I'll just wait. I'll just wait. Their name was Andrew, actually. Okay, Strings and Petals or Annabelle. We found out that this person's name was Hennessy, and according to them, they're a 13-year-old with leukemia. So I felt so bad for them, and I'm so glad I didn't like yell at them or get mad at them, because if I had gotten mad at a leukemia patient who's just trying to troll people, I would have felt awful. Let's see. Hunter as in Hunter from Twitch? My guy, Hunter's following me everywhere as well. Oh, your Twitch notifications can be seen here too. Yeah, my Twitch, a Twitch notification on YouTube. Good stuff. Yeah, it's just my Streamlabs, the thing I use to stream to YouTube. It does all those things together. What am I thinking about Twitch so far? It's been a really interesting experience. I like it. As long as I keep on having streams like I have been recently, which have been people really engaged with me. I think I'm gonna keep on doing it. I have 31 followers, 32 now, thanks to Tater Thought. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been different. Though I did sincerely miss you all, because you all have been my primary people I've been streaming to, and some of my most like loyal or most vulnerable supporters on YouTube. And so I did genuinely miss talking to you all. It's been nice to have new people But I just feel like you all know me a lot better because I mean you've been watching my content, and so I've been looking forward to all day this stream in particular. Even though I have been having fun on Twitch, I haven't forgotten about you all. And then it's been really, really, really nice. Yesterday I had the most number of YouTube people come and hang out with me in Twitch, and that's been really nice as well. So it's been interesting. I'm sorry, my phone went Jekyll and Hyde on me. Has to turn off. Okay, perfectly fine. If you're gonna, if you come back, you come back. Oh wait, you're already back. Um, let's see. I missed it, but I caught up. It was hilarious. It was a really good time. I was just laughing and making the most out of the situation. Mukbang stream. I don't think I could ever do a mukbang stream. I have a weird relationship with food. I'm not sure if someone would want to watch me eat food anyway. That's a strange idea to me. There's a lot of somehow OnlyFans got brought up in yesterday's stream as well, and or maybe we were talking about like feet finders or something like that. But no, me doing a mukbang or OnlyFans or anything like that, I just can't. I can't imagine it. Couldn't imagine it. How well you wouldn't, because you're a nice guy. I try really hard to be to be nice to people in general. You can't forget our OG internet peeps. No, I could never forget. And then I don't know. I also like I like being more low key on Twitch. But the thing I am, it's funny because Shakira and Layla and some other people who have been trying to push me to do Twitch, they're like, oh, you can be like more low key and talk about things you're passionate about. You don't have to talk about mental health stuff per se. And it's so funny to me because like that's all I think about. Like that's one of my biggest passions in life is thinking through these like mental health subjects and thinking about creating content and all of that kind of stuff. And so I like having the space that I've created here to talk about some of those things. But yeah, no, I can never ever forget my internet OGs, my YouTube supporters, the people that mean the most to me. My East I really need to come up with a name for the people that follow me. Something lame like Eastbounders. My Eastbounders. My Bounders? What's a good name for you all? I don't know. I'm not particularly creative. I would need someone more creative in my life to come up with a good name. Oh, Annabelle, Layla, the good water bottle is back. Just so you all know. Eastie boys and girls. Not the Eastbounders. No. The Easters? Yeah, no, never the OnlyFans for me. I wouldn't. I'm far too shy for that. Thank you for doing your civil duty and saving the planet. Well, I mean, don't thank me so far. I literally took a plastic water bottle and just dumped it into this water bottle. So that even seems more wasteful because I'm not even really using the water bottle for its intended purpose. Jade, why do you always feel like I hate you? I feel like we go back and forth and you always feel like I don't want you here, but I do want you here, Jade. And then I've been really busy with Mother's Day stuff today, so that's why I haven't responded yet cuz I left festivities a little bit early to come and have a stream, but I did see that I got an email from you. As I drink out of my $9 smart water from the airport. Oh, those airport prices be atrocious. I can't believe you was it a full size smart water at least, or was it one of the mini like 16-ounce smart waters? Because you got bent over if it's one of the smaller ones. I mean, regardless, you got kind of screwed, but to pay that for a full smart water, oof. Boundary. Well, that used to be my thing for Discord was like East boundaries. CJ came up with that. And then if I do have Twitch panels or like where I put rules, I will call them East boundaries again. I have no shame, no matter how lame that is. Oh my god, I have to buy airport stuff in a couple hours because Austria closes shops religiously on Sundays. Literally, hella Catholic. What are you gonna have to buy from the airport? How are you all doing? What's everyone else up to at the moment? How's your weekends? Layla, you made me Layla, you were making me laugh the other day. Whenever you streamed last, I was lurking, so I couldn't respond in the chat. But you were talking about Mother's Day's presents, and you were talking because obviously you don't have a great relationship with your mother, but you were like your humor about the situation was making me laugh. So I just wanted to acknowledge that now because I didn't have the chance while I was at work to acknowledge it. Mid-size, they capitalize on our dehydration. Sick. Yeah, they capitalize on your desperation to have that good old smart water. Don't they have water fountains in the airport that you could have used? I know, I always Jade. A drink and breakfast, I guess, before I fly home. Man, that's gonna be so expensive. Breakfast in the airport. I wonder if all airports are as horrific as American airports when it comes to the cost of things. Laugh my ass out. I was hoping you'd catch that one. Well, what am I supposed to drink out of my hands? I don't know. Maybe you have a fancy water bottle that you're carrying with you. Where's your nice water bottle, huh? Where's your hydro flask or whatever else the kids drink out of these days? I have a couple people I want to say thank you to, even though I don't think they're not in the stream. At least they're not chatting at the moment, but I still want to say thank you regardless. Patreon? Second. Okay, so the two people that I want to say thank you to, even though they haven't, I don't know if they're in the chat or not, but I still want to say thank you, is to my new patron, for some reason, Fernando Vac Valquez. I don't know how to say their last name, but thank you to Fernando. And then someone sent me a very generous and very nice donation on PayPal, Bumfuzzled Muffin, which I love that name because my best friend literally goes by the Muffin Man. And so I don't know, it made me think of him. But those are just two people I wanted to shout out. It is on my little agenda to say thank you to those people. And I think I'll say probably like thank you in an upcoming video as well. But I just wanted to take the time to give appreciation where it's due. Um, and yes, shout out. I don't know why Annabelle has been. I need to refund you. I need to send you money because I didn't realize you were a patron for this whole time. So, a wild idea to me. So if you want me to write you a check or Venmo you or whatever you kids do, just let me know and I will gladly Venmo you. I was cool. How nice of me. He just rushes, starts pounding on the keyboard. How do I unbecome a patron? Yeah, very, very, very nice of you. Even if it was unintentional, because I don't deserve it. I wasn't even a creator for literally over a year. Another idea I wanted to run by you all is through my Twitch experiences. Um, People have been suggesting like community things to do, and I was wondering if you all ever wanted to do like a community game. I don't know why streaming on YouTube feels different, but it just seems like Twitch streaming is more about, I don't know, this interactivity, and YouTube just feels, I don't know, maybe more whatever. But I was wondering if you guys ever wanted to do maybe like a community game together, like once a month or something like that. There are other ideas I have for my stream. Like I really want to bring on friends. Like I really want to bring on some of these people in my life, and then have maybe like an hour dedicated to my on my Sunday streams of just talking to them and interviewing them and having a back and forth and seeing the dynamic of the people that matter a lot in my life. I've asked Annabelle, Strings and Petals. I've asked Layla. Maybe I would open it up to like just subscribers, like people that are really active in my chat, like Liz or Jade or Hater Thought, anyone like that. I just pay you for our friendship seems healthy. No, you would. I should pay you for our friendship. You have been my therapist more times than I can shake a stick at. Layla, you're. I consider you a good friend now. Not only a friend, but a good friend. And I talk so highly about you. And you've introduced so many amazing people into my life, like Otherkins and Krypton and a bunch of other people. Hee, I'm teasing. Yes, you're always good at that. And I feel like you need to get me back. I made Layla wildly uncomfortable in her last stream, so I feel like she's gonna try to get me back for that. I'm never gonna let it go. Yes, my insecurities gave me a fat L on that one. Layla, I'll be your friend if you keep wild people always giving me shit. Um, but yeah, I didn't know. Just depending on how streams grow and go, I think that might be fun to maybe do a community game, especially with I don't know. It'd basically just be my internet friends and me playing like Jack in the Box or something like that. What was an idea that I wanted to run by you all? And there's a few other things I want to ask advice on, but just shooting the shit with you all for right now. Like I said, probably just gonna be a lot more chill stream. I didn't prepare a podcast topic or anything like that. Um, the next video I'm working on two videos at the moment. One was actually a podcast topic. I really didn't like how I did the podcast, so I'm gonna film the video again. But talking about this question of am I too sick to produce content, or am I no longer too sick to create self-help content? Just talking about some insecurities of mine, of feeling like okay, now I exist in this space where I'm not sick anymore. Excuse me. I'm not sick anymore. Um, I'm not suicidal. I'm not depressed. Am I no longer sick enough to create content? So I'm probably going to release that video maybe tomorrow. And then the other video I'm working on that is kicking my ass at the moment is talking about like why sexual abuse compels silence in people. And that's a really complex video that is really sensitive in nature and covers a lot of different things. So that's been fun trying to work on that. And then the and the other video I'm working on is the last part to the workbench series, which is how I use my little workbench model to help people on YouTube. And so either the how essay compels silence or workbench model part 3 is going to come out on Friday, and I'm excited to keep pushing forward with my channel so I can finally get into like topics about my bipolar. Annabelle, I can't wait to like brainstorm ideas with you because I have a whole series talking about my bipolar disorder. So that will be fun. I'm going to be talking about nicotine again. I'm going to be talking about my hair and my identity and a bunch of stuff like that. So let's see. Yo, that was something else. He made me glitch, y'all. You can re-encount the story if you want. I don't really know what glitch means. I feel like I just made you embarrassed, but it was technically Krypton's fault, I think. Or it might have been a misspoke from you. It was fun times, good times. Wee games, code names. Yes, code names is so good. Yes, thank you. You give and give and give, and you aren't even considered our friends. Yikes forever. I wonder if I played video games, would you all tolerate me streaming a video game here on YouTube, because one thing that I really want to play with the people that I care about, because it's just such an endearing game, is Little Misfortune. Little Misfortune. That game is just so endearing and adorable. I adore it so much. Thank you. I needed that. In context to what, Jade? Layla, he's just so selfish. He really doesn't deserve us. I don't. I have such amazing people in my life. Oh, Layla. Oh, wait. Yeah, oh, yeah, Annabelle. I think you were there for when I was super sincere yesterday, talking about how you and Shakira and some other people were the reason why I'm still alive. So I won't regale you with that super uncomfortable thing yet again. Oh, Liz, you've been lurking this whole time. How's it going, Liz? Uh, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Love the workbench method. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out those videos and leave comments, Layla. Really, it's never, I never appreciated, always expected. Yep, I feel. I'm not into gaming. I'm not at all into gaming, but if it makes you happy, I'd watch. That's such a kind thing, Liz. I'm still waiting for that. I'm still waiting for that message from you, Liz. I'm waiting to understand it all. I need to, let's see. Can I change my stream settings? Oh, it's too late. Let's see. Ought to I feel like there's a delay between when you all type something and I read it. I have it set to low latency, but because I'm not quite sure what you're saying ought to, Layla. Um Strings and Pedals says, I heard that and it gave me feels. Yikes. Yeah, I just sincerely, it's like one of those things I didn't appreciate. It's been really hard to appreciate how difficult that time period was. And I just don't think, without friends in my life to talk through, because I just couldn't do it again. Like, I couldn't go through this really difficult situation all on my own. That was one of the things that made everything that happened with my ex so traumatic, was like I went through all of it alone. I didn't have friends. I didn't have people to talk to. I told no one what was going on. And so to go through those things with that other friend and actually have people to talk to and bounce ideas off of and just unload a little bit on, it was just such a game changer. And I will be forever grateful for you giving me that opportunity. Aw. Let's see. Um, uh, Jade says, just some seriousness, yo, stop laughing because I'm a SSSSS. Jay, I feel like I needed like a guide. When you when you comment, I need you to treat me I need you to treat me like I'm 5 and and kind of an idiot, because I feel I am kind of an idiot. So I'm gonna need the assistance to understand. Like, my brain is so referential, and so if I don't get the reference, I'm so bad at understanding it. And I really want to understand you because I value your interactions. So, um, oh, thank you, friendos, for that. What would we do without Christopher? You would all just be just fine. My presence isn't that all that important. Liz says you might turn gray. What, waiting for the message? That's fine. I'm still waiting patiently as ever. I'm not going anywhere. Well, what's good about Little Misfortune is that it's heavily story based and visually appealing. It sucks you in. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I like it. It's not like a game so much as it is a narrative experience, and the writing's just so good that I feel like it sucks everyone in. Super good. Oh, Phoebe, you're a completely new you're a new name to me, I think. I don't recognize the name Phoebe at all. I hope I'm saying Phoebe, or I hope I'm saying your username correctly. As an occasional silent viewer for a while, hi, hello. I'd also be up to watch and or participate in games over on Twitch. Okay, that's so amazing. thank you for being a lurker. I don't mind it. You probably have already heard me say this if you've been a watcher for a while, but I'm really bad about feeling very insecure about interacting with chatters or streamers, especially if they have a lot of chatters, because I don't know, I just feel weird about it. And so I'm predominantly lurker, and so I really appreciate the silent viewers that sit there and give their time to me, or the people that watch my videos but don't over comment. And so thank you, though, however, for taking the time to say hi. That means a lot to me, so thank you, Phoebe. Let's see. Phoebe's a great name, by the way. A lot of people with great names, but Phoebe is such a solid name. Let's see. I have shovel hand. You have a complex about your hands. Your hands are fine. I type all the wrong things. Uh, we will always be here for you. Oh, thank you. I wish we had been friends back then. I don't think I would. I wasn't allowed to have friends. Genuinely was a very isolating time in my life. I wasn't allowed to have friends, and then I was so much about protecting her privacy, which is ironic given that I'm a content creator now. But I was so much about protecting her privacy that I didn't feel like I didn't tell my family, I didn't tell my best friend, I didn't tell anyone at the time. But yeah, having you and Shakira and Sophie and some other people around during that time made such a world of difference. Don't worry, I'll shut you up if you're being too nice. I know I'm mouth blind. I'm mouth blind. I don't know what mouth blind means. Don't worry, I'll shut you up if you're being too nice. I'm super nice. I'm always gonna be nice. Don't talk about my friend like that. I'll pinch ya. Oh no, Phoebe, if you just want to be a silent viewer or like listener, I totally understand that, because there's this one dude I have watched literally I don't know, like 50 to 60 hours worth of his live streams, and I've never commented once. I haven't even thought about it. It's never even been a thought to me to comment or interact with this post, cuz I prefer to just sit back and listen to people that I admire, or their content that I like. So don't ever feel pressured to interact more. I have been told a lot that I have shovel hands, mouth blind as I am. Well, that is a not such a nice thing for someone to tell you, that you have shovel hands. Um, what is a shovel? Is this a shovel hand? What does a shovel hand look like? How was my weekend? My weekend's been very meh, to be honest. Every weekend I tell myself that this weekend's gonna be productive and that I'm gonna get a lot of stuff done and I'm gonna make progress. And I've been kind of in a bit of an existential crisis since turning 30, because I'm um, really questioning what I'm doing with my life and whether I should grow up and what growing up even looks like. And so this weekend, I was putting a lot of pressure on myself to be productive and get things done. But truthfully, really haven't gotten much of anything done. So um, I don't know. It's been a bit of a meh weekend, but I did get to spend some time with my best friend yesterday, so that was nice. I had an amazing stream on Twitch. It was the most fun I've ever had while streaming, and it was a really, really positive experience as a whole. So that was really nice. And then today I got to spend time with my mom and my family, so that was also good. But on a personal level, I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed and a bit meh. But other than that, things are pretty good. Yeah, grow up, Christopher. Yeah, I feel like I do need to grow up a little bit. Sometimes I worry that pursuing YouTube is a bit reckless, and especially Twitch, pursuing this new venture of trying out Twitch. Especially since I don't know if I'll be good at it. Everyone keeps on saying though that, oh, you'll be good at Twitch, but It's funny because I've been talking to a couple of friends about it, but who in the world is gonna sit there and look you in your face and tell you to your face, like, no, you're gonna be shit at this. You shouldn't do that. I don't think I have any friends in my life that would be that honest with me. I feel like a lot of my friends would be like, oh no, like, yeah, you totally should do that. You'd be amazing at that. And then thinking to themselves, no, not really, not at all. Way to just shoot my FOMO through the roof. What are you talking about? Yesterday? The stream yesterday? I mean, it's VODed if you really feel like going back and watching through it. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say it like that, but see, Layla, you're one of those friends where you wouldn't tell me. You'd be like, yeah, I think that's something you should explore, or I don't know. I feel like no, I feel like you would be honest. How would you let someone? You wouldn't let someone down hard. How would you tell them? You'd be like, I don't know. I don't know what you would say. Is that? I think it's worth sticking at blind. That's a really cool blind walking emoji. Let's go. The other thing I kind of wanted to touch base with you all about is so in my last video, I talked about this idea of doing. I've been having this idea forever. I talked about this to Annabelle literally like 2 years ago. But there's this new thing that I'm going to try on my channel called interactive content. And basically, all interactive content is it's really not that special, but it's like it's basically a worksheet that goes along with the video that has the viewer sort of work through the topics that I'm talking about. So for instance, the big video that I'm working on right now is like how essay compels silence. And so the idea with this piece of paper, this worksheet, is to sort of prompt the viewer through the things I'm thinking and feeling and having them reflect on that. I feel very torn about whether this is a good idea or not. And I guess I feel very apprehensive because it's going to be a lot of extra work on my end. And I'm already kind of not maxed out quite yet, but I'm getting very close to being maxed out. And so I just wanted your all's opinion on how you felt, like your initial reaction to this idea of this interactive piece of content. Because the reason I feel called to do it is the problem that I talked about in my last video, where your attention is so strongly captured by YouTube and these videos. And so I thought to myself, well, how do I get my viewers to reclaim their attention? How do I get my viewers to introspect and reflect and recontextualize these things into their own lives? And the only way I could really do that without being actively in their life is this idea of, interactive content, of like a worksheet that they literally sort of fill out. But I don't know. Maybe I just don't trust my own ideas sometimes, and I wanted feedback whether that sounded like a good idea or a bad idea, or like something that people probably wouldn't interact with, or maybe a good idea for a different time in my life, anything like that. Yes, worksheets. Yeah, I talked to you about it forever ago, Annabelle, that idea of interactive content. And it's funny because when I first thought of it, it was definitely manic. I was very manic when I first thought of it. Because it was an idea I had before I disappeared from YouTube. And I remember talking to you about it very manically, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I think it's a really great idea, and I think I should do it." And I don't know. I'd be honest with you, not trying to set you up for failure. The people in your life believe in you. That's why. Um, I think it's a great idea, honestly, especially if I think it's a great idea, honestly, especially if one is going if one is going to actually apply your content to their lives. But whether people will do it, that's another topic. Yeah, I feel like very few people will actually engage with it. But I mean, I don't know, if even one person engages with it, then I feel like it's kind of worth it, especially with certain topics. Let's see. Nutritionist says it's East creativity branching out. Yeah, yeah, my manic energy branching out into these different ideas. Annabelle says, I super love it, obviously, like Ryder Carroll from the Bullet, you kind of guided. Ryder Carroll from the Bullet Journal used to do kind of guided journaling sessions. Okay, I'm gonna write that person down because I need inspo on what what my handouts, my worksheets are gonna look like. Let's see. I say just do it. You have to make uncomfortable jumps to get where you want to be. It won't get any better if you just don't make the leap. I think that's really great advice, actually, Phoebe. Is if I feel called to do it, then I should probably just get over these insecurities and doubts, and then, because like, what's the worst that's gonna happen? I'm gonna try it, and then it sort of flops, and it's not gonna be the end of it. Why do I feel like someone's gonna come away and like revoke my ability to be a creator? So thank you for the feedback. I appreciate it. I'm writing down on my little worksheet, not my worksheet, my notepad. Just do it. Dash BB. Go. At Jade, see, I can't type either. I have small hands. Oh, no, you don't, Layla. I'm sure. Oh, I love it when you guys interact with each other. It's endearing. Yeah, I think that's a great point, Layla. At least you'll be able to say that you tried, even if they flop. It's a super great point. I'm trying to live my life without any what ifs, and that's a big part of the reason why I became a content creator was I just didn't want to live the rest of my life with the what ifs of like, what if I was good at it. And it's a big part of the reason why I came back to YouTube is because I didn't feel like I gave YouTube a good enough try. It's why I've been so consistent with all this stuff is I really want to give it the best attempt that I can, and so that way if it does fail, I can feel comfortable about it in general and be like, well, okay, at least I gave it a serious shot. Um I'm gonna send you the streams he did back then. I'd super love to help you with it. Oh my word, Annabelle, your meticulousness. I would love your help with this in all seriousness. I have a lot of insecurity about I just don't care about designing things, or I don't have an eye for design, so it literally would be like just a Google Doc, a literal ass Google Doc with no editing, like no design elements at all. That's actually what it is at the moment. I have a couple of like I have an introductory Google Doc for the worksheets that explain what it is and how to use it and whatnot, and then I have a worksheet that I'm slowly working on for the essay why essay compels silence video, and that will be uh I don't know. I wish I had an example to go through with you all. Let's see. Which it sounds like there are a few of us that would find them beneficial, so it's a yes for me. Okay, perfect. Then I'll just suck it up and do it. I have Adobe. You pay for the Adobe Cloud? What do you use Adobe Cloud for? Oh, I'm gonna follow your Twitch. Yes, please do follow Layla's Twitch. Where's Layla's Twitch? I should have that pulled up every single time. Show more. Show more. Oh, Layla's the first person I ever followed. Let's go. That's so horrible. Yes, Twitch. Layla is an amazing streamer. I will say that forever and always. She makes you feel very included. She's like really good at being like fun and acknowledging your presence and including you, and then just a great energy and great environment. And she's gonna do amazing things, and I'm so excited for you. It's Silly Goose Central. Um, I don't think I follow you on Twitch. Shake my head. Strings. What's your username on Twitch? Isn't it Strings and Pedals? Oh, your first follow. We are friends. I'm not even gonna bring up the fact that you weren't following me. It is what it is. The only user that comes up is strings. I don't think you're strings and strings. Maybe you should reconsider your friendship with Christopher. Really should. Really should. I'm an awful friend. In fact, I had someone maybe is gonna unfriend me soon. I don't know how that's gonna go, but we'll see. We'll play it by ear. Oh, you can go through your followers? I don't know how to do that. Yeah, I'm trying to go through and see, but I don't see how do you look at your own followers. Okay, that was the absolutely nonsensical, most embarrassing moment of my life. What? Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Someone was chatting with me before the stream and maybe needs to take a step back, which if that's the case, then I completely support and understand. But it's one of the things, it was literally that I was texting about it with this person at 5 o'clock and I was like, oh man, I've gotta make it to my stream. But it's a person that I enjoy having in my life, but obviously if this person can't have me in their life for whatever reason, then I completely support that. I'm big into like honoring what people tell me or the realities of what people tell me. Creative Cloud making a lot of noise, unfollows and unsubscribes from your life until Thursday, when you come back into my life, right? So we can talk about family stuff. Oh, you whispered me on Twitch. Okay, cool. I'll have to figure out. It won't let me go to your profile. I'll have to figure it out later. I'm sorry to hear about that. That stinks, but people need to do the best thing for them, whether it includes me or not. I had that happen very recently too. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That you also had someone kind of dip out for whatever reason. It's just like I don't know. I feel like it's tough to be my friend though because I have so much going on in my life, and so I only have like I only have like an X amount of time to dedicate like from my life to certain things, and then I feel really bad about that. And it's an acknowledgement I have of my own self is that I am going. It's like the reason why I don't have a romantic, like why I'm not dating someone right now because I just don't have the time for a significant other, or why internet friendships work so well for me is because I get to choose when I do and don't engage with them, and so I don't know. There's some like limitations of being a friend with me. Oh God, what happened? Oh, Phoebe, thank you so much for following me. You didn't have to do that. Oh wait, I guess you did say you'd play games with me on Twitch. I would actually really like that. I Community games are so much fun, and I haven't played Jack in the Box in forever, and I think that would be or Kart Rider. Layla looks like she has so much fun. Layla, I'm always so upset because I always miss playing Kart Rider with you. I feel like I would have so much fun kicking your ass. Oh, yeah, no, you are right. That's exactly what I have to do. Yay, I'm following you now. Hi, I made a fountain pen once. I'm new to Twitch. Stick around for mediocre content, maybe. Are you gonna? Would you ever have plans to stream again? Is that something you're ever gonna to revisit? Yo, let's go. Let's go indeed. Yeah, seriously, thank you so much. I really appreciate you chatting with me, Phoebe. It means the world to me because this is, I would say, a moderately hard thing to do for me, which is just sit here and talk to a camera. And so when I have people interact with me or chat with me, it just means so much to me, and I appreciate it so, like, from such a sincere place. So thank you for taking, because I know it takes a lot of effort, in all seriousness, to like grab your phone. That's another, because I'm all over the place. Let's gather my ADHD thoughts. Often I will just be listening to content and I'll have my earbuds in and my phone will like literally be in the other room, and I'll be going about my chores or going about whatever. And so it would be slightly inconvenient for me to go find my phone and then type in chat and then be interacting with chat, because most of the time I like to be doing something else while I'm listening to stuff. And so when people take the time and effort to chat with me, it means a lot, because I know from the other side that it can be a little bit time intensive or inconvenient, or however you want to say it. Or maybe you're like Jade and you have a phone keyboard that just does not want to work well for you, right? Oh, I now follow you, little Miss Layla. Let's see. Can't wait to see you there, sweet girl. Layla, you're so kind. I think it'd be fun, maybe, but also sounds stressful. If you streamed, yeah, you should. What would you stream? Would you stream like engraving content? Would you stream? You talking about pens? Would you stream just F1 stuff? You have a lot of different interests that you could talk about. Yeah. Wow. Can't just stop everything you're doing to respond to me in chat. Thanks. Wait. What'd you say? Okay, Layla, to be fair, most of the I get it. I'm very slow. I'm very slow with the thing. Most of the time I go out of my way at work to message you and let you know that I'm lurking, because I do listen to you while I'm at work, especially now that I am allowed to have a headphone for the last hour. And I will go out of my way to say hi because I know how important it is to you, even though it could get me in trouble. And then I spend my little breaks just sitting there chatting with you all. And so, yes, Layla, you do matter. Well, who told you to have a job? I know, right? When you are, it's Sunday. Are you doing the Sunday scaries today? Today's your birthday, Jade? If it's your birthday, then happy birthday. I didn't realize your birthday was literally today, if it is. I could do engraving, stationary stuff, normal talking to people stuff. I also was thinking about making a separate account with 0 followers where I would practice harp to get used to the idea of people. If you do make a separate account where you play harp, please let me know. I would love to check out your skills. Yeah, I think you have so many different things you could talk about, and you could probably do like a Twitch stream where you host your other friends as well and chat about different topics. I think you would be good at that. Hey, Rachel A, how's it going? You're a new name to me, I think. I don't think I recognize either your avatar or your name. So thank you so much for stopping by and chatting. How'd you find me? How's your weekend going? All those things. Did you have any drunk bumper card dudes, going on? I need to take a day off to recover from the festival. I got tossed around like a rag doll. Yeah, Jade. Seriously, happy birthday. Which birthday is it for you, if you don't mind me asking? And if you do mind me asking, then forget that I asked, because you're not you're not supposed to ask a lady your age. Happy birthday, Jade. I hope it's the best one yet. Oh, thank you, Layla. I do have the whole setup now from the work podcast. Is the work podcast something that you're going to be continuing to do, or um, is that done, or is that like a sort of recurring every once in a while thing? Oh, thank you everyone for saying happy birthday to Jade. I appreciate that. Thank you, Phoebe. Thank you, Annabelle. Aw, that's awesome. I would listen to harp streams on loop. Rachel A says, "Hi, I don't remember how I found you. I feel like it was 2021. It's all a blur, honestly, but I value your content. My weekend is going well. Thank you for asking. How is yours?" 2021 was a rough year for me, where I was creating a lot of very intense content. And so if you found me through that, then maybe that hints to some degree maybe you were going through something as well. And so if that's the case, I hope, like me, you've gotten to the other side of it. You're always empowered and enabled to talk about whatever you want here on my streams and on my channel in general. But I'm glad your weekend is going well. My weekend has been a mixture of a bit disappointing because I wanted to get more done, but also had some really amazing moments, like the most fun stream I have ever had on Twitch yesterday. I got to spend time with my mom today on Mother's Day. And so, also, happy Mother's Day if that applies to you, or if you're celebrating with your family in America as well. But yeah, thank you so much for taking the time to say hi. Let's see. I co-host for 5 weeks, and we'll come back in a few months. Maybe Yoast rotates through co-post to keep things dynamic. Okay, dope. You have to send me one of your old. Do you guys wait? Do you guys speak in English in your podcast? Because if you do, you should send me one of your podcasts. Um, I'm old. I know. I think you told me how old you were, and I don't remember off the top of my head. I want to say I'm gonna go with 33. Today is your 33rd birthday. Or maybe it's younger. It's your 30th birthday as well. We're both 30. There we go. Um, Practice wouldn't be super cute though. I'd be the same bars over and over until I got them right. Strings, you get it. Yeah, 2020 to 2021 was rough for me too. I finally started therapy like a month ago. It's been lovely and beneficial to me so far, so good. Well, that's amazing that you started therapy. Therapy, I wish therapy was something that was more part of my life, but being the broke American that I am, I just can't afford therapy. But I'm really glad that you've started and that it's been good and beneficial. Um, it was a pretty transformative thing for me, the brief period that I was going to therapy. And yeah, I miss it. I really should go back to therapy one of these days. Well, it is 6 o'clock, so I'll take a quick break. I'll be right back. I just want to grab something to eat because I am hungry. So I will be back in like 2 minutes. Real quick. A lot of people said I was their favorite co-host. I'll send you a link if you want boring old pen content. Also, Goulet Pens mentioned you. Okay, send me that as well. I saw you post that on your story. That would be super exciting. Oh my god. For you, Layla. Light that damn candle. Oh my god, you guys are so needy. Yeah, see the little candle that could back there. For the CA do? Hand up for the CA do. I don't know. I need a translator. Oh, hand up for the candle. That should have been obvious in retrospect. Yeah, that candle do be going off at the moment. Dude, my stream is so far behind. Okay, skimming through your videos, it was 2020 with the self-sabotage video. I was heavily researching that topic around the time. Definitely guilty of this a lot in my adult life. Oof. Yeah, the self-sabotage video was one that was I don't really remember what I said in my own video. But self-sabotage is something I'm really guilty of and something I still really struggle with. It's probably one of my bigger issues now in my life that I haven't really overcome yet. Other than just like sheer willpower of getting through it. Marilyn. Oh, live stream 9 week flame candle live. Marilyn, you are a new name to me, I think. Thank you so much for making me genuinely laugh. Um, I love it when people make me laugh or like joke around with me. I have a really dumb sense of humor, so it's not that hard to do, but live stream number 9 week flame candle live. Let's go. That was funny. Oh, and my troll, I took screenshots yesterday. I want to share some of the things that were said with me. Um, see. Transition here. So, this is one of the things he's one of the things someone said to me yesterday was eastbound symphonies arise across the tides of seas. Cannons flash and roar as our gallant captain stands to the fore. He bellows like the eastbound winds, a deathly melody set to destroy our enemies across the seven seas. Oh, how the raven weeps as our brethren speaks from the gallows deep as the captain dances. The gallows slows and our cries are carried on the eastbound blows. I thought that was some pretty good off the top of the head poetry, so I captured that screenshot. Someone else said something that was interesting. No. Mild Child, a first time chatter, hit me with this. With his curly hair so fine, a chain around his neck, always in line with an eastbound YouTube pillow by his side, and finger toes so unique he can't hide. In the background, light shines bright, adding to the ambience of his sight. Talking about mental health issues so real, it's important to acknowledge and to feel. And before they sent that, we were talking about feet, and someone was making fun of themselves for having long toes, and I said I had finger toes as well. So unfortunately, you know that detail about me as well, but I do have finger toes. It's very unsightly. And so someone decided to incorporate that in their little poem thing to me, which I took a screenshot of because I thought it was funny. And then this one made me laugh the hardest. So Hannah loves Starbucks was my troll, or the person that attempted to be a troll, which turned out to allegedly be a 13-year-old with leukemia. So I'm glad I didn't roast them too hard. But they said, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the bitchiest of them all? His name is Chris." And when I when I read this, I started dying of laughter. It just made me, I don't know, it made me happy for whatever reason. When people attempt to make me mad, life has thrown so much at me at this point in my life that it takes so much to get under my skin, and this person couldn't if they wanted to. And so, instead of insulting me, I just thought it was really funny. So I wanted to share those golden moments from yesterday's stream. Let's see. Let's go back to. He needs to change that title stat. If I could only. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm so tempted to actually change the live stream title. Ugh. Laugh out loud. He needs to change the title stat. Yeah, no, I definitely do. He usually fakes laugh at our jokes. No, my fake laugh. I'm really bad at faking emotions. As you can see, every time someone says something that I don't know how to respond to, I'm so bad at responding to it, and I have to like gather my thoughts and come up with the best thing that I can. But as far as fake laughter goes, it's really obvious when I fake laugh. But I guess you could then say that's how you know that I'm fake laughing because it is so obvious, even though it's not. I genuinely laugh at all of your guys' jokes. Screams chat GPT. Yeah, a little bit. You have finger toes. I'm not gonna show my feet because I have runner's feet, and we're just gonna ignore that. But yeah, tragically, uh, one of the many things that are imperfect about me. You should not Google finger toes. There's some things better left unseen. They're just really long toes instead of like stubby little toes. They're just long toes. It tastes like feet. It's your inner saboteur turning insults into jokes. Probably. I'm also really big into self-deprecating humor. I love a good joke that makes fun of me. Especially if it's about something I'm not insecure about. Like my height. Ugh, I love making fun of my height. I also really like dark humor. Like I have a really good dead dad joke. But it's a little inappropriate to tell on a stream. What are runner's feet? Runner's feet is just like feet that are like all messed up from running. So like I don't know how to describe it. Like if you run a lot, your feet get sort of torn up by it, and then you get all these weird things that happen to your toesies. So I have runner's feet and rock climbing feet. It's not great. Laugh out loud, not the stubby little toes. Layla, I feel like actually I don't even know. I don't even know what to base that off on, so never mind. I'm not even gonna go there. That would be a complete speculation on my end. Well, you keep on saying you're short. How tall are you? I'm 5'8", which is like average height, I guess. But I feel like anything that's under 6 foot in America is like a short king. So since I'm 4 inches under 6 foot, short king for sure. I've been weirdly into this idea of those barefoot shoes, the Vibram barefoot shoes. Yeah, those seem like an interesting experience. I just want to try them. Yeah, bunions freak me out. Yeah, from running. I have a bunion or two. They're a little bit weird. I was gonna say you have stubby toes. I was, I don't even. I That's why I stopped speaking because I didn't realize. I realized I didn't know what I was gonna say, and I was like, "Oh, what am I gonna say to this?" And then I was like, "Well, how do I not make it weird?" And I was like, "Oh, there's no way to speculate about Layla's toes without making it weird. So we better quit while we're ahead." I failed. Um. Oh, your hair. Yeah, the hair is bad. My hair is bad. Y- I feel like I'm having a good hair day. My hair's behaving for once. Uh, you're gonna have to help me out with how to say your name. I'm gonna say symphonies. Symphonies. Is that smoofinies? Smoo phone. Smoofinize. Smoofinize. That's what I'm going with. That's my final answer. I'm locking it in. Smoofinize. But you're a new name to me and a new avatar, I think. I feel like I recognize you maybe from comments. But either way, thank you so much for taking the time to stop in and leave a comment and talk about I love the Vibram Five Finger shoes. They do seem like oddly appealing. I would try them all out in the store, but I don't know if I would buy them. I have very sensitive feet. Five finger toe shoes sound cold. They do indeed sound cold. I love making fun of myself. My masochistic side can be very useful. Yeah, no, I completely agree. Like I'm very masochistic, and I resonate with that. My masochistic side is great. Well, okay, no, sometimes it sucks. Sometimes being masochistic is not good at all. But next with Christopher every Sunday about 5 p.m. EST. Yeah, no, my phonetics are real bad. I cannot pronounce a name that I've never heard said out loud. I wear barefoot shoes at the gym, not the separate toe shoes though. Oh, like the ones that are like very flat with very low cushion. I feel like for the gym that wouldn't be too bad. I don't know. My feet are way too sensitive. I need cushioning. I need the most high-tech cushioning known to man when I run. I have shoes that are like have space foam in them. That's how advanced they are. That was a joke. Your hair is bank worthy. That was a joke. Your hair is bank worthy. I don't know what bank worthy means, but thank you. I think that was a compliment. I'm gonna go with that's a compliment. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. For weight training, yeah, I think for weight training that would be so good. Like especially squats or anything leg based to have like a good sense of connection with the floor or whatever you're doing. What a wild stream. We've gone all over the place with the topics today. Do I have anything else that I wanted to ask for advice? One other thing that I kind of wanted to ask advice about is I've been thinking about putting together like a Google form or like a Google survey just to get more people's opinions on like what topics they want to see and stuff like that. And I guess I didn't know whether that was something that seemed like a good idea or a bad idea or like an idea that no one would engage with. That was a suggestion from my best friend who also does YouTube. He was talking about how he put out like this Google survey asking about his channel and what people wanted, and he said he had good results from it. So I didn't know if I put out basically what I'm asking is if I put out a survey, would you all answer it? Just out of curiosity. Oh yeah, Layla, you also said you were gonna yeah, you said you were gonna take a break today for streaming. Oh man, I missed your streams. Layla said no. That's not surprising, Layla. I could have guessed that you were gonna say no. Just kidding, you know. Oh, just an English term. What bank were they? Oh, I love. Oh, one of my favorite things is English sayings. So I get all my English sayings from really shitty reality TV. So one of the first ones I learned was calling women a bird, like saying she's a fit bird. Love that. But I think my favorite saying, which is weird as a male, and we'll get into why it's weird, but my favorite saying I've ever heard, well, there's two. One that is really appropriate is saying getting the ick. I feel like Americans have stole that, saying you get the ick for someone. It's just like such a good way to describe that moment where you like no longer want to be with someone romantically, or I can kind of get the ick platonically, like with friends. But the ick is one of the British expressions that I love. But the one that I think is the funniest, and it's such a good way to describe this feeling, is when they talk about the fanny flutters, which is like, I I don't feel like I'm allowed to explain what fanny flutters are, but we'll just leave it at that. Fanny flutters is an amazing British term that I think is hilarious. But yeah, thank you. I'm glad that people would take that survey. I don't know what kind of questions I would put on it. So if you had suggestions for kind of questions that you would answer or you think would be a good question, by all means, hit me up with some of those um any feedback that you have, I guess. Layla, yes. Once you understand what fanny flutters are, I swear you're gonna use the term. It's such a good term. Google that bad boy. But not Google image search. Like, go to Urban Dictionary first, then Urban Dictionary fanny flutters. I don't think I'm allowed to. I think it's inappropriate if I explain what fanny flutters are. Please, Christopher, I need you to explain fanny flutters right this moment. I can't. Not my place. Okay, I bet it I'll leave you alone now. And no, I've never heard of that. What, fanny flutters? Uh, uh, I hope it came up with appropriate things and not inappropriate things. But how's it going becoming Pega's Zebracorn? How are you doing? How are you holding up? I saw that you posted a video. I saw it today, but I've been with family most of the day, so I haven't had a chance to check it out. But I think you were talking about the difference between being alone and lonely, and so I'm looking forward to watching that. Is it like butterflies in the nether region? Yeah, it's like butterflies in the nether region. That's exactly what it is. It's like it like like I guess the way the women describe it is like a potential romantic partner making you feel a certain way, and that being like an indicator of their value as a potential match. I watch a lot of really bad British dating TV shows like Love Island, or there's another one. I don't remember what the other bad British dating TV show is. Um, I guess laugh out loud and no. Okay, maybe it's like more like a posh thing, or maybe I don't know. Have you heard of the ick though, Jade? He gave me the ick. I can't do a British accent. I'm not even gonna try to do a British accent. Lady boner. Yep, that's a good way to describe it as well. You just changed my. Is it? But like, I just feel like it's such an appropriate. What do I know? I'm not a woman, but from the way they use the term, it feels right. The same with having the ick. Like once I heard that term, I'll never call it anything else. It's just that person gave me the ick. Stream setting, analytics. current viewers. But yeah, I think I might wrap up here in a little bit. Oh. Layla, you behave. You behave. Bad. I'm talking about it in a very innocent, analytical way, no other context. From the pure academia of learning about new phrases and British slang. Oh, British slang is great. I wish it was more appropriate to say the C word in America. Like, I think it would be fun to casually call someone like the C word, as us Americans call it, because it's too naughty of a word for us to say. Offensive. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap up a little bit early here at like 6:30 because I have to clean my entire kitchen and cook. Unless there is some gripping topic that we can all talk about, other than it's comparative linguistics. Yeah, exactly. Um, for research. Uh, hey, I saw it watching a TV show. That's how I was introduced to it. So, right or tight. I don't get the right or tight. That might be an expression that needs to be explained to me. Come on, Layla. You know that was funny. That was a good joke. You set yourself up for the hard restart button. Layla was in her stream and she kept on saying like, someone needs to press my someone needs to press my hard reset button. And then I asked very innocently in the chat, I said, where would this hard reset button be that you keep on talking about? Because she was really promoting this idea that someone needed to press it. So I felt like I had to ask for a chat for research purposes. If someone's gonna set up a joke like that, you got to take the opportunity. You got to score the goal when you can. But yeah, it's been nice to be a little bit more relaxed and chilled during my streams and just kind of shoot the shit with you all. I definitely missed you all a lot. Like I said, streaming on Twitch, to the people that haven't heard this earlier, streaming on Twitch has been nice and it's been new, and I've met a lot of interesting people already. Some really nice people, truthfully. And then Layla also has introduced me to so many lovely people. Oh my word. But I do miss my YouTube people. I miss the regulars like Jade and Liz, and some of the new regulars like Pegasus Zebra Corn and some of these other people. I really you guys are like a part of the reason why I came back and a part of the reason why I stayed back. And so after this week of trying out this new thing that is Twitch, it has been really nice to come back and just have a very casual stream with you all, talk about my very weak candle, and just shoot the shit and make jokes and other stuff. And so that's been really enjoyable. So thank you. Lately in my videos, I've been talking about creating space, which is something I do for the people in my life. And you all help create a space where I can sit here and I can talk about really heavy things like mental health, or some of the video topics that I have coming up are going to be especially heavy. Or I can also have the space to sit here and talk about fanny flutters and making fun of my hair, or making fun of whatever. And just that dichotomy, that range, that spectrum that I can have, it just means a lot to me and I appreciate it. So thank you for being a part of that. Whether you're a lurker or whether you're active chatter, I just appreciate your time and you being here with me. And so I'm going to be a little less sincere now because I know my sincerity bothers you all. But oh my god, Dave. Yeah, he has to get off and clear that search. Well, it was funny because on one of my Twitch streams, someone set me up and they were talking about their waifu, and I don't really understand what a waifu is, but he told me one of his waifus while I was streaming, and so I wanted to look up anime, a waifu is like an anime crush that a person has on this character. And so I looked up this character and I Google image searched it and it was like immediately smut. Like it was immediately like just anime tatas. And I was not ready for it. And so on stream that was kind of a funny moment where I was like, I need to close out of this as soon as possible and clear my search history. So that was fun. Steven, how's it going? Steven Omas. Omas? I feel like that's how it's said. I don't know. We were making fun of me earlier because I'm really bad with pronunciation. But hello, Eastbound. I saw a Twitch stream the other day, and I wanted to say that you did a good job and look forward to being a part of your streams in the future. And hello, Layla. Oh, Steve, are you from? Or Steven? Wow, it's Steven, not even Steve. Look at me, I can't read. Steven, are you from Twitch? Did you follow me from Twitch? Because if you did, that's so kind. And apparently you know Layla. Oh, you really do create space. Yeah, that's gonna be one of my next videos talking about how I create space on YouTube and why it's so important and some of the communities. And one of the other cool things about Twitch has been there's been a couple of men that have opened up to me and been super vulnerable. And obviously, I want to create spaces for everyone to be vulnerable. I think Lisa might have gotten this impression, but I'm not exclusively a male YouTuber talking to men, but I want to create a space for everyone. But it does, make my heart especially full when men feel empowered to be open and talk about their mental health. And so that's been another really cool thing that's happened on Twitch is I had a couple men just be super vulnerable with me, and that made my heart sing. Oh, no, it's Thomas, but with an H. Hummus. Okay, cool. Thank you for correcting me on that. I appreciate it. I always like it when people help me pronounce their names because I think getting someone's name is really important, and I'm so bad with it, and I need all the help. I need to be treated like I'm 5, in all seriousness. He has to. Oh, loving the hair, to be honest. Oh, thank you so much, Jade. I appreciate it. Hey, hey, yo. Oh, one of his best qualities, but don't tell him I said that. Moose, close it down. Jimmy Jacks. My name is easy to pronounce. Shout out Jimmy Jacks. First off, you're a completely new chatter. Thank you so much for taking the time to leave a joke of all things as well. I really appreciate when people joke with me. That was a solid one, Jimmy Jacks. And so thank you for taking the time to send a message and spending any time with me here on this Sunday. It really does mean a lot to me. Yeah, Lisa hasn't been in one of my streams in a while, and I hope she's okay. I might reach out to her on Discord. I have her Discord, so I probably will reach out to her after this and see if she's doing all right. I love that, and thank you so much, Christopher. Need more vulnerable men on the internet. Yeah, I had Sounder be. Well, you were there for that. Sounder was really vulnerable with me. Awesome Speed was really vulnerable with me. Krypton has been so amazing and kind. I wish I could see Krypton perform mariachi on this fine Mother's Day. Layla, no, he has no redeeming qualities. Am I right? You look like a cool guy. Why not, brother? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. How do I say this? When I get obviously platonic compliments from other men, it means a lot because growing up, I was bullied pretty intensely. It's not something that bothers me too much, but as a side effect, I tend to have a lot more female friends in my life, and so when I get platonic, like interactions with other men, it does mean a lot to me because that's something that's kind of lacking in my life. I wish I had more male friends and I wish I had more male influences. But I have a really incredibly high bar for men and the interactions that I have with men. But yeah, that's why Krypton, who I met through Layla, has been such a good influence because I hope we become good friends because I really like him. He's a really stand up guy. Literally, why do we keep showing up to these things? Oh yeah, to watch the candles burn. Marilyn says my waifu is um a Zen Istu. I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna look this up, and if it's smut again, I'm gonna be so devastated. Copy. I'm not gonna do it on stream though. I'm gonna do it in the background. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, is this all? This is all kosher. This is a very different vibe. This is a very different vibe from the typical waifus that I see. What is it? The interesting thing to me about waifus is like, what is it about the character that is appealing to you? Is it a personality thing? Is it an aesthetic thing? That aspect of the internet is so fascinating to me, and I really like understanding different cultures and different kind of behavioral stuff. And so, if you feel like sharing with me at all, Marilyn, what is about Zenestu? Zenist Zenistu. I'm fucking up your waifu's name. I'm so sorry. From Demon Slayer. When I reached 30, I thought it was time to get a waifu half my age, like a real anime. Oh, not no. I hope that's a really good joke, because as a kind of fucked up dark joke, it's funny. But if it's a serious statement, we need to talk, because that's it's not great. I've never spoken to her, but I heard her struggles. Just wishing her the best. Thank you so much for bringing that up again. Yeah, Lisa has always been such an amazing part of my chat, and she's sincerely missed. And I don't just miss her because she's not a part of my chat. I really hope she's doing well, because she usually will come in the chat and just talk about her medical struggles. So I hope everything is okay. And then one of the last chats, one of the last live streams she was a part of, she was especially worried about an upcoming doctor's appointment. So thank you for reminding me about that. I really should reach out to her. Yeah, strings and pedals. It's like 3 in the morning for you. What are you doing with your life? Devastated. Let's see. Steven says, Eastbound, I have been bullied for my middle school and high school career, so much so that I don't have any male or female friends unless they are relatives or friends of my parents. I'm sorry to hear that. As someone who went through it, I how do I say this? Sometimes I get sad because I grew into my looks, and some people, I don't know how to say this without seeming arrogant, but some people think that I've grown, like my entire life I was like good looking or stereotypically attractive, but I was not. I was a very weird kid, both physically looking and just in general, and I was a touch autistic as well, or maybe, I think. But either way, I didn't fit in, and so I was bullied pretty mercilessly. I was bullied because people thought I was gay, which, not that there's anything wrong with being gay, but growing up in the Midwest in the early 2000s, gay was an insult, unfortunately. But yeah, being bullied was really tough, and it has still had some ramifications on my socializing to this day. So I don't know. I just want to empathize with that struggle, and I'm sorry you're going through that. Um, but yeah, I'm sorry. There was a knock at the front door. I'm sorry you're going through that. My condolences, or that you went through that, rather. Okay, in that case, Marilyn, it's a good joke. That was a funny joke. I like that. That made me laugh. Oh, it's 3:30 actually, and I'm waiting to leave for the airport in a few hours, buddy. It's a very aggressive message, Annabelle. Very platonic. Platonically, look in the fucking mirror. You're a gorgeous person on the inside. Oh, thank you. I feel like the best qualities of me as a person are who I am as a person, and that's what I value the most, is my personality, and the way I create space for people, and all that. And so I appreciate that. That's what I like being complimented on the most, is who I am as a person, because that's what I care about the most. Devastated. Layla, did you see? I'm not too far away from hitting affiliate already. I have like 32 or 33 followers, and I'll probably hit the amount of hours I need to stream soon. You're gonna have to help me so much if I hit affiliate with all the little things that I have to do. And so I hope you're ready for like a 3 hour Discord call. Every American friend tells me it's 3 a.m. no matter what time it actually is. Well, you always make it feel like it's like 3 in the morning, and you're like, you should be so grateful because I'm up so late. Uh, do you feel like you developed those traits because you weren't necessarily attractive growing up? Oh, absolutely. I'm actually really happy I was an ugly duckling because it forced me to grow a sense of humor. It forced me to develop other things. I think some people, if they've grown up always really well liked and always like stereotypically attractive, I do think maybe it can stunt your growth a little bit, or that you actually have to try, you have to go out of your way to develop as a person. And obviously, there's people that have been attractive their whole life that are great people. I'm not saying that they aren't, but it really forced me to develop a lot. Some unfortunate side effects, like I said, I still really struggle with making male friends because they were the source of like a lot of my bullying, and I just had really shitty male friends growing up. They were really not great to me in some pretty fucked ways. But yeah, I would say a lot of the best parts of me are a product of having to develop in other ways to have value. And then obviously the trauma. The trauma made me like low key, the trauma made me a much better person. So shout out trauma. Laugh out loud. I'm so freaking proud of you. Yeah. It's been an interesting experience so far. You have whatever time you need from me. So excited. Yeah, and Annabelle, if I do hit affiliate, I'm gonna need the eyebrow emoji ASAP. Oh my god, I can't wait to leech off your Twitch fame. Aw, Jay, don't say that. Well, hold on. Um, I don't know enough about you to make a comment either way. And I just want to acknowledge that you feel like an ugly duckling in the way that might feel as an individual. Um, and having experienced, especially youth, as an ugly duckling, as a self-proclaimed ugly duckling, I don't want to invalidate that feeling and just say niceties. And so, I can't speak to one way or the other, and I just want to acknowledge that. And I don't want to invalidate your own feelings um, by doing the stereotypical like saying nice things for the sake of saying nice things. And so, did you feel like that negatively affected your growing up? That feeling of you thinking you're an ugly duckling, like, or especially being from such a small town. What was that like? Cute cupcake, how's it going? Trauma gave me extra flavor. Yes, trauma absolutely gave me some of the best parts of me. In all seriousness, like I'm at this point, like my trauma was fucked, and I've talked about it a lot here on my channel. And it pushed me to it pushed me to the brink of suicide, and it made me super depressed and ruined my fucking life. But I wouldn't be the man that I am now without it. I wouldn't be here talking to you all. I wouldn't be so open and so emotionally intelligent, and I wouldn't have learned how to create space in my life. Literally, the workbench method, which I've been talking about in my recent videos, is all a product of going through really traumatic things. And so, there's this saying called kintsugi, which is the idea of repairing with gold. And I'm to the point in my life where like I feel like I've repaired my life to some degree with gold, and I would not take it back. Like if you came up to me and you said, "Hey, I have this pill, and if you take this pill, you can go back to before you started dating your ex and redo life." Like I don't know if I would undo all that growth at this point because I'm really thankful for it. being Yeah, being ugly shouldn't your looks shouldn't matter at all, in all seriousness. Can't wait to leech off your Twitch fame. Good. He's got to pay it forward since he leached off mine. I kind of did, in all seriousness, kind of did a little bit. So that's fair. Okay, it was oh always it's okay, it was horrible. I'm sorry to hear that it was horrible. Layla, does that make him my Twitch dad and you my Twitch grandma? Aw. The chain of still feel incredibly ugly. And I don't know, I relate to that because like I really struggle when people tell me I get really uncomfortable at this topic in general, but I get really uncomfortable when people give me compliments because you know, I don't feel that way. I feel like I'm still not. I'm not. Please don't give me validation. That's not why I'm saying this. But I understand that perspective of like it almost doesn't really matter what other people think because it's really hard for me to envision myself as anything else other than someone who isn't tall enough or someone who isn't good looking enough or someone who is just not enough. And I really struggle with that feeling regardless of what other people tell me. And so I just want to empathize in that sense as well. Yes, but I prefer Lulu. Laugh out loud. I have some trauma related videos planned. Trauma definitely shaped me for better or worse. Um, if you feel like sharing, what's like one of your favorite? What's one thing that you're really thankful for? How trauma has shaped you in a positive sense. I'm always interested to hear that from other people. To be honest, trauma gave me the humor that gave me most of my friends. A space where they feel like they can be themselves around me. Oh, that's so amazing. I think it's really valuable to have that sense of space and for your friends to feel like they can just be themselves because it's really difficult always feeling like you're masking. And then that's another thing I'm so thankful for you all is like I feel like I can just be me in front of you all. I don't have to mask and I can just be Christopher East, whoever that is. Oh, okay. I've been misgendering Zenitsu this whole time because he's a big coward, always crying and terrified while dreaming of becoming a hero and capable of helping others. Excuse me. My inner child is just like him. So I always want to help him overcome his fears. Oh, that's kind of endearing though. Yeah, imposter syndrome is literally the topic of the video that I'm working on, talking about how I have massive imposter syndrome in terms of creating self-help content. So it's so interesting that you brought that up because I've been thinking about imposter syndrome a lot lately. I've definitely always felt more comfortable with internet friendships because mostly my words mattered more than my looks. That makes sense. Becoming a Pegasus Zebracorn, I'm able to relate to people on a level others cannot, be it physical, sexual, emotional abuse, death of parents, etc. That's such a good point. There's this there's this language barrier that exists. There's this poem I really love called Two Twin Beds by uh, Oliver something. I don't remember their full name. But there's this really good spoken word called Two Twin Beds, and it's talking about this difference between them and their romantic partner, and how there's this language barrier between them, and how even though they feel really grateful that their partner has never been traumatized, it creates this separation between them and this inability to discuss these things because like without having gone through it yourself, it's really hard to empathize. And most of the time it ends up being sympathy or pity. And one of the lines in that spoken word that I really like is uh she looks at me with eyes filled with pity, the emotion that feast while it talks about the starving or something like that. But basically this idea of like that their partner can only really pity them. And so you bring up such an amazing benefit of having been traumatized is that you really can relate to people on this really important level. Even if the trauma itself is different, there's just something about going through it that changes you. And unless you've gone through it, it's really hard to relate to that. So thank you for bringing that up. That's such a good point that I relate to. I hate it, and I hate it. I hate my face, and I'm not photogenic, so won't have my picture taken anymore. Oh, I'm sorry that you feel that way. To hate your face, as someone with facial dysmorphia, there have been periods where like I've absolutely abhorred my face and hated looking at photos of myself and wouldn't take photos of myself. That's part of the reason why I haven't posted to Instagram in over a year, is because there was a period where I just like could not stand the sight of my own face, and so that would be genuinely really difficult. Oh, that's a great topic. Oh, Ollie, yes, Ollie. Sh- 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 Shaminki, Shaminki, Ollie Shaminki. Yes, that is the person I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure that their pronouns are they them, and so their spoken word two twin beds is so amazing. It captures that feeling of a language barrier so well. I'm very blessed in many ways, and I'm incredibly proud of all the things I've overcome. What about you, Jade? Do you feel like there's any strong positives that have come from um, being on overcoming like things that you wouldn't change, like benefits, like we've been talking about? Oh, I purposely make dorky faces in pictures all the time so I don't have to deal with whether I'm attractive or not. Hmm. To have it be so present in the front of your mind and influencing your behaviors, that would be really tough. Layla says before. And see, this is just like one of the things that I like about this space that you all are giving me, is that we've been able to go from some really lighthearted topics, and now we're straying a little bit back more into the meaningful topics of talking about like trauma, or talking about struggling with liking our own appearance. And so I just appreciate that, like the dynamism, how dynamic our conversations can be, because this is where my passion is my passion is having these conversations and giving people the space to open up about these things. And so thank you for your vulnerability, and thank you for entrusting me with that. And then to everyone in the chat that's being supportive or vulnerable as well, or I just appreciate that so much of you, because it that space can't exist without you all, right? Like I can be as vulnerable as I want, but without you all there's no space, and without you all supporting each other, or without you all also sharing, then the space doesn't exist. And so I just want to take a moment to be sincere and say thank you for that as well. um no, Layla, I think your last message might have hold on. Did my chat bot stop it? Yeah, Layla, the Cloud bot might have, Streamlabs bot might have stopped it if it was super long. I don't think I mind even. I don't want to concern myself with my level of attractiveness. I want it to be irrelevant. I completely agree. I think one of the big things I want to talk about in future content is like how much I hate how much our bodies represent our value as people, and like how worthless a body is as an indicator of anything, and how it's really unfortunate that people put so much stock in it. It's one of the reasons why I had an eating disorder, is because I realized that if I had a physically attractive body, or if I had, attractiveness is so subjective, but if I had this stereotypically like very fit body, then people would make all these assumptions about me as a person. They would assume that I was successful. They would assume that I had my life together. Like that's one of the reasons I developed such an intense eating disorder, was like it was like, how do I hide how messed up my life is? Like how do I hide how much pain I'm in? How do I hide that I'm suicidal? How do I hide that I'm burning my life to the ground? And the easiest way to hide it was to develop this problem and this fixation with exercise and to overdo it. And because I learned that this very toxic trait of society that people would just make all these shitty assumptions about you based on such a limiting one-dimensional thing about you. If I hadn't gone through trauma, I couldn't understand people who had. It makes me more empathetic. Exactly, Marilyn. That level of being empathetic and that level of being able to understand is just so invaluable, and one of the things that I'm the most happy about. If my trauma is the reason why I can sit here and have conversations like this with you all, then in some ways, not in some ways, in a lot of ways, I'm very thankful for that. Not that I not that I should thank my ex for traumatizing me or all the other events in life that have traumatized me, but I am proud of myself for converting negative things into a positive. Maria makes a really good point with, you can be beautiful, but if you have trauma and nobody can see it, that is horrible. Agreed. If like I was talking about, if people just make these assumptions, then it's really difficult. How we have a collective workbench for you. Yes, exactly. Layla hits us with, my trauma allowed me to be extremely resilient, comforting me that although those terrible things happened, I've always managed to pull through and come out better than before. Yeah, oh, Layla, that's once again such great feedback, such a great response. Couldn't agree more to that. Oh man, I relate with the ED. Yeah. Also, I hope it's okay that I drop into some of these topics and talk about stuff like eating disorders. I should probably be a little bit more conscientious. I'm just sometimes I forget that I'm so open, and I've gotten to this very healed place where things don't trigger me. So, um, cute cupcake. I hope my discussion of that topic wasn't triggering or wasn't negative. And if you would like me to be more conscientious about throwing out trigger warnings or content warnings, by all means let me know. But I if you relate to that experience, then I just feel for you because it was hell. And ooh, a wave of emotion, me being emotional, what? It was a really difficult time in my life, and my I'm not crying on stream, no. Suck the tears back in. It really dictated my life and destroyed a lot of it, and was a really hard time. So I'm sorry that you relate to that. Okay, cool. No, I recovered a while ago. That makes me so happy to hear. And cute cupcake. I don't know if there is a backstory. Oh, and to some of the other new people, like Marilyn or cute cupcake. Is there any lore behind your username? I always like hearing the stories of why people pick the names that they picked. And so if you do have lore that you feel like sharing, please let me know. And Marilyn, if that's your real name or like a reference to someone, I'm sorry if I don't get the reference. I'm very culturally inept. Maybe you need a stream deck with trigger warning buttons. Yeah, stream deck is like on my to-do list of things to buy if I ever become successful at streaming. I think that would be fun. I think like a content flashing warning, like a button I could put and be like just like warning, eating disorder topic coming up. That would be nice. Strings and pedals. Oh my goodness, I'm obsessed already. And there's always so much unnecessary harshness that comes with EDs. It's so hard to shake. It's really hard to get rid of it once it becomes ingrained, once it becomes a part of your life. I don't know. I'm so passionate about the topic, but there's a lot of reasons why I don't talk about my own ED. Just because the way it relates to my essay, and others know talking about my second bout with ED without talking about my essay, and a lot of like fear and insecurity about talking about my own abuse because of being a male and feeling like people won't believe me. I think that EDs are sort of an addiction. Oh, they absolutely can be. One of the defining traits of an addiction, I learned this in college, and it's always sat with me, is if some behavior gets in the way of your life and is destroying parts of your life. Excuse me. Like one of the examples is like gets in the way of work or gets in the way of hanging out with friends and family. Like if it's getting to the point where it's detrimentally impacting your life in those ways, then you have an addiction. And that's one of the things that was really hard with my eating disorder was the way in which it absolutely controlled my life. And I wouldn't go to work unless I'd worked out, or I would literally skip classes, or I would skip tests, or I would skip really important things in my life just to go work out because I had to. Part of the reason why I got fired from one of my last jobs was because of my ED, because I would constantly, instead of going to work, I would I would say I was remote, but instead of working remote, I would just be going to the gym and lying about doing work, and it was just such a difficult thing, and it was an addiction through and through. And I don't know. I just can't wait till I can actually talk about those experiences on my channel. I'm Can You Grab Me? Oh, can you grab me some drinks and a snack? I wish. I wish I could bring you some drinks and a snack. Aw, I love the lore. Thank you for sharing, Cute Cupcake. My username, Cute Cupcake says, my username is just because I think cupcakes are cute. They were also my first safe food that helped me heal my ED. My favorite compliment is always when people would call me cute. Aw, what an amazing backstory. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, here's the real question. How do you eat your cupcakes? Because ever since I saw Anne Hathaway was on Ellen of all places. I don't know why I saw this clip. It was a reel, but she takes the bottom half of the cupcake, like not the icing part, but the cupcake, and puts it on top of the cupcake. So it's like cupcake, icing, cupcake, and makes like this cupcake sandwich. And ever since I've seen that way of eating cupcakes, that's how I eat cupcakes. And I don't know if anyone else does that. Oh, thank you, Strings and Petals. Yeah, I've come so far since we became friends. I was struggle bussing when you first came into my life. That undiagnosed bipolar life, am I right? Hey, okay. I was so afraid I was gonna make that reference and no one was gonna understand what the hell I was talking about. Like, why are you bringing up Anne Hathaway? But I'm glad you learned that from her too. I'm glad I'm not the only one that saw that clip. But yes, eating it like a sandwich. That's so, because like the other way, just the icing goes everywhere, and you don't have a good like icing to cupcake ratio. Ugh, the sandwich way is elite. Oh, we all know that video. Okay, cool. I'm glad we're all on the same reference then. I'm so used to making references in my life and people not understanding them. So it's nice to be on the other side of that for once. It's the ratio for me. You need it to be perfect. Exactly. Oh, you understand the struggle, Cute Cupcake, or you get icing in your nose. 100%. Marilyn says, I think I'm studying psychoanalyst, psychoanalyst, analyze. Oh my word, spit it out, Christopher. Psychoanalysis, half for myself and half to better understand my mom and brother who has similar personality disorders as mine. Marilyn, if you don't mind me asking, what is the personality disorder that you struggle with? Um, I'm very open about my mood disorder that I recently found out about, which is bipolar, and finding out that I'm bipolar and being medicated has been pretty life changing for me. So, if you feel comfortable sharing what kind of personality disorder you struggle with or what that's been like, by all means, go for it. I never knew that, mate. Bloody hell. The new way of eating a cupcake, your life has changed. The first time you try it, you're just never gonna go back. Words are difficult. Don't be too worried about it. No, Layla has this thing. Oh, Layla, what is it that you say? It's not spit it out, Junior. It's how does that? How does that stroke taste? That's what Layla says when she messes up words and struggles to get something out. She's like, how does that stroke taste, Layla? So I just imagine Layla hitting me with, how does that stroke taste, Christopher? But yes, being a bit dyslexic, sometimes words are tough. Yes, how does that stroke taste? Exactly. Oh, cool. Yeah, dyslexia is so annoying. Do you have it when people I what I hate is like people try to spell words out for me out loud and then I'm like, "No, you got to go way slower than that." Because my dyslexia is the worst when I can't see. Oh, my dyslexia is bad no matter what. But the worst is when I can't see something and then like someone's like trying to give me letters, they all get jumbled up or like spelling something. I'm such a bad speller because of yeah. I have ample opportunity, but I don't want to offend anyone. What do you mean, Layla? Jade cupcakes. And also cute cupcakes. How did you find me? Are you did you just find me through this stream, or are you someone that watches my other videos? I'm always curious. Oh, whoa, there's my mic. I'm always curious how people stumble across me because it kind of helps me have an understanding. I know. Want a cupcake so bad. That sounds so good. I hate it when they tell me to sound yeah, the sounded out thing. It's like, no, it doesn't work that way. It makes it worse. Hey buddy, I'm a nap for a couple hours before my flight. Thank you for streaming again and being a good bean. Uh Thank you so much for stopping by and keeping me company and interacting with the chat and just being such an amazing friend, Annabelle. You really are so supportive and I enjoy your humor and I enjoy you giving me shit. So thank you for stopping by. Have a good flight. I'm looking forward so much to chit chatting with you on Thursday. And I hope you take some rest. I know you struggle allowing yourself to have genuine rest, but I hope you take some. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Using how that stroke tastes, Christopher. Yeah, you always have to be kind of careful. You never know who's like watching, and so I'm always afraid of using that reference because what if someone's parent or something just had a stroke? It can be kind of an insensitive thing to think about. Oh, thank you for wishing her have a wonderful nap, Layla. Angels under your pillow. I really need to come up with my own way of saying goodbye or like an emoji. What's a good emoji? Um, let's see. Marilyn, my brother has borderline. Oh, Jade says I meant either. The fuck? I don't know what you're Jade. I never know what you're referring to. My brother has borderline personality disorder. I think my mom has it too, and I'm not totally borderline, but I have some similarities. So would that mean you're more bipolar then, or what's the non-borderline version of borderline personality? Just is it just a personality disorder? Am I sounding stupid? I feel like I'm being stupid. I don't know nearly enough about abnormal psych to know what the lesser form of borderline personality disorder was. When I initially was diagnosed with bipolar, well, I was initially just diagnosed with a mood disorder, and they thought maybe I could have BPD, but then it turns out I just have bipolar disorder type 2. Um, what's that experience like with the borderline? Does it manifest in really strong and difficult ways? I feel like having both a mom and a brother struggling with what can be sometimes a very intense personality disorder would be difficult. Cute Cupcake says, I found you from an old video, ADHD and skin picking. Aw, I enjoy your personality greatly, but I struggled to join the streams because of time zones. What time zone are you in? Because I think another thing I want to do on Twitch is start streaming on a time zone that would be better for my European viewers. And so have a dedicated day in the week where I stream during a time zone where it would be like much better for my European viewers or my people on across the Atlantic. You can do what OT does. He boops his viewers' noses. He's super wholesome. Who's OT? Okay, so I don't know what to call it, but it's 1 a.m. at the morning. So um that's 6 hours ahead. Um just out of curiosity, since I have you cute cupcakes, what would be a good time zone, like a time of day for you if you wanted to watch streams? Excuse me. Like 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 4 p.m. What what would be a general good time? And for the other Europeans or the other, not all of you are Europeans, for my other people in those time zones, what would be a good time of day for you? Because I really do want to have a dedicated stream for those individuals. Someone literally asked me for that, so I want to provide that if I can. Okay, cool. I love it when people recommend channels. One topic. YouTube. One topic at a time. I'll check out his stuff. Would you ever go to school for psychology? Me? So it was really interesting. I went to school originally for engineering and I didn't like it and it wasn't for me. So there's a period where I had no idea what I wanted to do. So I started taking a lot of like different classes. And there was three different things I could see myself doing. One was coding, one was psychology, and one was philosophy. And those are three subjects that I felt very passionate about. So I could definitely, a different me in a different timeline would have chosen psychology. And sometimes I think about, it would be interesting to go to school to get a degree in psychology because it would help so much with my own progress as a person and the content that I make. Now, obviously, I can't afford to do that, but in a different universe where money was an object, I would definitely go to school for psychology and philosophy because those two things are endlessly fascinating to me. Come on, you can't understand? No, I really can't. Marilyn says, I can name my disorder in psychoanalytic terms, but it doesn't exist in psychiatric terms. It doesn't exist in the DSM-5. Yeah, if you want to describe it in psychoanalytic terms, by all means. Oh, cool. Thank you for suggesting. I really am trying to do research on streamers and get better at streaming in general. So I love it when people suggest people to check out because it helps me a lot with uh um just that piece of like how do streamers act, because I don't watch a lot of streamers, so I don't really understand what streaming is, and so watching other people that do does help a lot. He boops his viewers on the nose. That's cute. 9 p.m. is a good time. Okay, so 6 hours ahead, that would be 3 p.m. for me, so I could have a day where I streamed like maybe 1 p.m. my time for like 3 hours. That would make it like six to 9 your time. Oh, what are you studying, cute cupcake? And what's your project, your research project? I love learning more about people. If you want to share any of those details with me, by all means, you're allowed to. Wonder, is anyone else? No, none of my other friends are. Man, I've gone so much longer than I thought I was gonna go. I thought I was only gonna stream till 6:30. Aw, thank you so much, Maria. Don't That's a tempting offer. I really am getting to a point in my life where I just want to pick up and leave. And truth be told, okay, you all want to know a very specific fact about me. In terms of romantic interest, I have types. I have very distinct types, but one of my types, one of my stronger types, is I do have a this strange things for like Latinas of any background. I think part of it is because my I don't know. I find learning another language, and I've always wanted to learn Spanish, so I think that's a part of it is wanting to learn another language and have a reason to use that language. I think another part of it is like wanting to have more culture in my life because I sometimes feel as a white person in America, I don't really have a lot of culture. Like I don't like what is a culturally American dish, right? Like spaghetti, not spaghetti's Italian. Um Burgers, I don't know. So sometimes one of my types is definitely Hispanic or like Latina in general. So don't tempt me, Maria. I would move to Argentina for that as well. But I didn't know you could study for free in Argentina. That would be dope. And thank you for the compliment and saying I would be a really good psychologist. I part of me would kind of wants to be a th- the idea of being a therapist is appealing because I really enjoy the idea of trying to help people. Cute Cupcake says, I'm comfortable with sharing. Okay, cool. By all means. Layla says, I'll be back on Tuesday, Christopher. You better not forget about me before then. Uh how late do you normally stream on the weekdays, Layla? Speaking of spaghetti, I'm gonna DM you asking for a favor. I feel like I already know what the favor might be about. If it's speaking about spaghetti, but all by all means DM me about whatever situation you may have. You stream till 12 a.m. my time. Okay, perfect. So on Tuesday, I'm gonna clear my schedule. Normally after work, I come home and play DMZ with the boys, but I'm gonna clear my schedule. And if you're doing any community games, or I'm just gonna hang out with you in general and interact more with your chat and interact with everyone. So after work, 10 p.m. my time, I'm going to clear my schedule. Did someone already ask? Did I already ask? No, I have no idea. But I'm an observant creature, and so I feel like if it is about the thing that I think it's about, then I've observed like a certain dynamic. I don't know for sure what's going on, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was about a certain someone. Oh yeah, it's Terror Tuesday. Well, I'm gonna enjoy being terrified with you then. Oh man, that's so cool. Cute Cupcake says, I'm studying mechanical engineering. It's my final year. My project is about improving the thermal efficiency with radiant panels at a good price. Let's go. Is that so? That sounds intense. I was not smart enough. I wanted to do aerospace engineering, but I was not smart enough for it. So shout out for you being apparently both cute and intelligent. Let's go for the combination. But how do you like it? Your project, is it something you find fascinating, or are you just kind of slogging through it? But yeah, Lila, yeah, I don't know exactly what the situation is or what the favor is, but you can ask by all means. I got way too excited about that. Let's go. I gotta write down some other notes. DM Lisa. Message good old Jade back. Let's see. What else? What else am I excited about in life? I'm excited about the weather. I'm excited to start going on hikes and stuff some more. What else can I talk about? Layla says, "Yeah, if you say yes, it's nothing extensive, but I will need it before tomorrow evening." And that's on procrastinating. I have no idea what you're talking about, but have you already DM'd me about it? I'll get back to you as soon as tonight and let you know whatever is going on. And that's on procrastination. You've been a busy girl. You've been busy with a lot of stuff at the moment. The favor laugh out loud. No, I haven't. I've been busy. I've been you lost me. The favor laugh out loud. No, I haven't. I have been so busy with this trip this weekend. Yeah, but you've been busy with other stuff as well. Like, and you've been. I feel like you've been busy this last weekend or this last week as well. I'm extremely interested in thermal and electronics and how to use it to improve green power usage. Well, that's amazing. I think we need so many more people that are interested in those fields because our planet certainly needs it, and efficiency and everything like that, and green energy is really the way of the future. And so I love hearing about people being interested in those things because, you know, Mother Earth needs it. Earth needs it bad. Well, I feel. Uh, Oh, laugh out loud. Okay, I'm also kind of blonde, and so it's kind of on me as well. Laugh out loud. I forgot you're not in my brain and can't read my mind. I haven't DM'd you yet because I've been so busy this weekend. Okay, yeah, but whenever you get to it, you're busy. You are in so many different people's live streams. You're doing work. I don't know how you manage it. You're in a lot of discords. Like, you are a busy gal, and I'm surprised you don't burn out more often than you do. Hi, can you say my name? Heck yeah, Alex the Awesome One. And that's an awesome avatar. I feel like you're really representing yourself. You can stream your hiking. I think it will make great content. I don't know if I could stream my hiking because I get no service where I hike at, but I definitely think I could maybe create a vlog and talk about different stuff and capture some of that. That might be fun. Jade says the weather. Yeah, no, I was running out of things to talk about, and I hit it with the weather. I just love my people. I can't help it. Alex, the awesome one. Yeah, this is the least I can do. You didn't come in here and try to troll me. You just asked me to say your name. So by all means, Alex, you've been awesome for coming in and saying hi. The send button is too close to the back button. Those keyboards do be hard. In all seriousness, story of my life. Okay, I think I'm gonna chat's winding down a little bit, so I think I'm gonna wind down a little bit. To everyone who is still listening, thank you so much for creating space. Thank you for spending time with me on Sunday. It's been amazing. It's been nice to have a more chill stream and interact with you all. I really did miss you all. If you want to interact with me a little bit more casually or maybe more frequently, by all means, feel free to follow me on Twitch. Feel free to follow Layla on Twitch. Um, let's see. Hold on. Un momento, por favor. There's me at Twitch. I'll be streaming on Twitch tomorrow if you want to come interact with me there. But regardless of when or if you do or don't interact with me, I'm wishing you a great rest of your weekend. I'm wishing that Monday, which is usually the toughest day of the week for all of us, goes by as smoothly as it can. I want to sincerely say thank you for spending time with me and interacting with me or lurking or whatever it is. I just appreciate it. And you all are the reasons why I keep pushing forward, because truthfully, I'm really struggling with being a content creator. I'm really in my own head about it. And the reason why I keep pushing forward is because of the support I get from you all and the belief that you all give me. Without it, I would have quit already. I would have already quit my comeback. I don't even know if I would have came back, truthfully. And so all these ventures that I'm doing is because of you, and any help that I bring to the world through my content, you're a part of why that content is being made. And so from the bottom of my heart, I just appreciate this time that I get to recharge and find motivation for the week to come and all the difficulties I have to push through. So sincerely, thank you. Merch your pillow, my neck hurts. I'll send you my pillow so your neck doesn't have to hurt. I hope you have a wonderful day. Just remember that you're amazing. Thank you so much, cute cupcake. I appreciate that. Thank you for your new chatter, and you've been so vocal, and so thank you for coming by and telling me more about you. I'm wishing you luck on your project. Thank you for the lore about your username. I appreciate the chats in general. Oh, thank you for helping me beat the Sunday scaries. Yeah, I'm looking forward to your Tuesday stream, and then whenever you send the DM, I'll be on top of it. I'll be looking for it, and I'll let you know. Marilyn says that was nice. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was nice to have you as well. Alex says, I get it. I'm one to I feel you. I get it. I'm one too. I feel you. I don't know what that's in reference to, but nice. Thank you for streaming tips. Where's my check? We're at 11. Okay, well, thank you, everyone. I'm going to end this stream now. It's been real. Oh, I'll do my sign off. As always, thank you for your time and vulnerability. I'm wishing you success in what you are bound for until we see